Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 32 on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On play action, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like...
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And some space here.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And an alley to run. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoided that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins 13.
Safety creep. Mike.
2nd and 1. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw deep, and this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
At the 36-yard line.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Open man, Butler complete. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because as you...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Throwing again, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before they...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man. Because of the coverage, it's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Will. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now it's Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing now is Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. They find some open field here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
That's what I do.
Tight yard.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Come on.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half score. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First down, Dolphins.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Rita, he'll try the right side. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long.
Watch Mike. Let's go.
Now Murray off play action. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now Drake. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Third down and 6.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray now to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, Drake. And an alley to run. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
2nd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Let's see what you got.
They run it with Breida, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
They run it with Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray, one final try, being chased out left. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Miami, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.